Let's take a look at this Lima 34 shovel, Paymaster. This is equipped with the 22-inch pads. Total width on the machine is 8.5 feet. Has the 6-roller frame. There's no generator set on the rotating base. It would have been mounted up here, but yeah, no electric generator. May have had. Got the ESCO 3/4 yard bucket. It's in pretty good shape as well. It's not all hogged out or anything. Get over here to the operator's compartment. There's a data plate, 4406 machine number. Controls here, nothing too cosmic. You got the swing or propel lever. This is your crowd, extend and retract, the bucket hoist, the boom hoist, and the trip lever for the bucket door. Down at the bottom, we got the brake for the crowd and the hoist brake. This is the house brake or swing brake. Some machines are equipped with an accelerator pedal right about here. Accelerators, the foot pedal is really only used for crane operations, from what I gather reading the material. So this is not equipped with a foot accelerator. What they've given you is just behind the operator here. You've got fast or slow on the engine. Just set the engine speed. And down low, the operator's right side. Got some selectors. You've got the main machinery clutch. Got truck lock. This is your steering controls. While the machine is in propel, you can left, right, or both. And this is your selector. It controls the jaw clutches to either propel the machine forward or back, or swing the house. So you can, right now it's down in swing. If you lift it up, you'd be in propel. And with that selected where you want it, you can control the machine with this outermost lever. This is your swing or propel, based on where that lever is located. There's your boom hoist, dog control. Back here further, get to the reversing shaft. Everything seems to function quite well here. We've got good linings on both clutches. Come up to this upper drum. It also has pretty good lining on it, both sides. The upper drum, you've got the bucket hoist. This is your crowd extend, and this chain is for the crowd retract. It runs over this spool, but it also is powered by the jack shaft down below. Pretty good linings on that one as well. And even further down low, there's another shaft. That's for the boom hoist, and that has that dog on it with the little chain. It goes back to our boom hoist ratchet released right there. Inside the drive compartment, there should be oil here that the chain runs in, and this one does have gear oil, so that's good. And if we hop up here and take a look at the upper case, it has a provision here for dipstick and fill, and yikes, yeah, it's dry. I think it doesn't take very much, but I need to put some gear oil in there. If I can't get that dog clutch to engage, then I think I'm gonna have to go around and take all these bolts out and lift the case and see what's going on. Yeah. Also the swing brake. which is right here on the swing shaft, the vertical swing shaft. This brake is stuck. It's no big deal. You don't really use it for much unless you just want to hold the house still while you're traveling. But it would be nice to have that working again. Everything else is freed up pretty well. These are some steering controls. The sprockets all look like they're in pretty good shape, not worn too badly, not sharp at all. Yeah, they look pretty good. All of them needs good lubrication on everything. These crowd chains, even the cables could stand some oiling. And this machine is greased via these button grease fittings, which I don't have a grease gun for. I ordered one. It's coming from McMaster Car, should be here anytime. But these are the 5/8 diameter, smaller buttons. The Caterpillar tractors have a 7/8, but these are much smaller, 5/8 button grease fittings, and there's a mess of them all over the machine. In addition to those grease fittings, you've got oiler holes where you would just go around with your oil can, put some engine oil in there, 30 weight oil in there, and these pillow blocks, and anywhere else you see fit. Sheet metal on this thing is all pretty straight. The door hangs a little low, so it drags, but everything's straight, and there's glass in it, so that operates okay. And the cooling door there, that can be closed and raised and lowered. Everything's straight and runs real nice inside those tracks. And down low, even these sliders run pretty good. Look at that, nice and easy. I oiled it a little bit, but it does operate pretty easily. Yeah. Good doors, good tin work. This door drags a little bit, but I think the rollers maybe are shot up on top. A pretty good machine. I think I'll start it up and run it a little bit. Might want to throw some oil in that upper case first. Before I oil up this upper case, I think I'll pull the drain and see what may or may not be in there. See how much water comes out of this thing, maybe. Oh my. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. It's like quite a bit of water. Wow. Alright, so that's what was in the upper case. And I'm glad I looked at that before just dumping oil in there. Alright, let's see if we can give this upper gearbox a little bit of a wash. I think I'll throw a little bit of diesel in there and then put the plug back in a little bit, see where it goes. Yeah. Alright. Throw the cap back on. That serves as the oil plug, bottom of the case. I'll throw some diesel in and then I think run the machine a little bit just to stir things up. Now this machine is basically lawn art for the last 20 years. We ran it about 3 years ago, most recently, just enough to get it on a trailer. They sent it down to Hollywood to serve as a backdrop for a Showtime production. Penny Dreadful, City of Angels, I think was the title. So kind of a creepy Showtime production, but it's entertaining. I think I'll put two. These are 1 gallon jugs, so I'll put 2 of these in there. This machine has basically just had no service for the last 20 years, but it hasn't really run much at all either. So being out in the weather, rain I guess finds its way into things. But I'll do my best to give it a service and take care of this thing. So I'll run it with some diesel in the upper case. Maybe that'll get those jaw clutches loose. Maybe it won't. If it doesn't, I'll take that case off and get in there and see what's happening. This machine has been re-engined. This is a 130 horsepower Cummins diesel, NHC-4, I believe is the model number. It's about twice the horsepower that it had when the machine was original. It's a 24 volt system, so we've got the two batteries relocated up in front of the radiator. Made this little tray for the batteries. Battery, originally, the one battery would have been in this well down here in the counterweight, back of the engine. And to start the machine, I turn on this key. It's just a Caterpillar key. I turn on the batteries, and then back at the ignition box, electrical box, turn the engine to on, and come down to this panel where I've got the oil pressure and water temperature. So I'll hold the oil pressure cutout closed, and then energize the starter with the lower button until we have oil pressure, and then once we have oil pressure I can release that. Alright, so we got at least some diesel in the upper gearbox to lubricate things. So turn the switch on, press the oil pressure override, see if it starts. I'm certainly no expert running this machine. Everything I know about it is just trial and error. I've also read through the War Department technical manual. I'll put a link for it in the description. It's available online if you search for TM5-1312. It's the Army technical manual. It's dated January 1945. It just outlines all the operation, maintenance, and repair instructions for the machine, from when it's received new to through operating, lubrication. Even outlines demolition procedures should there be a threat of it falling behind enemy lines. Outlines where to put the 2-pound TNT charge near the main clutch. Also by small arms fire, by sledgehammer, just whatever is available to you. And then maybe the most frightening is to hoist the boom until it overtops the vehicle. I don't think I'd want to be on board during that, but it's a good read, about 500 pages. So I ran the machine a little bit just with the diesel in the upper gearbox. Still can't get the jaw clutch to come down on and propel this thing. So I'm probably gonna have to pull this upper case off and take a look inside there. And so if you have any ideas about how to free up that propel shaft jaw clutch, let me know in the comments. There's always going to be some problems on these things when you let them sit for 20 years, which is what this is. So we'll get her going. Machine's still got some life in it. Yeah, that'll be fun. got some work to do still. Well, thanks for watching.